When you see a kid just like, their mood just changes. They light up, they want to see you, they're excited to see my coordinators, they're excited to be at school, they're excited to learn, and it just changes, and you just see a future. And they see their own future.
We may be in the thick of summer, but we are already focused on back to school and getting ready to help kids and families prepare for the upcoming year. With prices of everything going up, it's going to be a financial stretch for many families. KREM 2 and our partners at Office Depot and Communities and Schools are teaming up for our annual Tools to Schools campaign. KREM 2's Laura Papetti live at Office Depot to tell us more about how we can help. Laura, I want to ask you about what's new this year, but I also want to just talk about the joy Tools to Schools brings to area kids, because there's something special about, getting to keep your own school supplies and have it on your own. I'd love to see the smiles on the kids.
Absolutely, Tim. You talked about that, and the gentleman who spoke right before, he's from Communities and Schools, and he talked about you can light a child's face and bring them joy, and that they can see a future when they're happy and engaged in school. And part of that is just making sure they have the tools and supplies they need. And, historically, and for years we've done this, we think of those tools as starting with a backpack. I love strawberry shortcake when I was a kid. She's back in. And we talked about filling these with supplies and handing them and saying, okay, now you have everything. But that's not just the case anymore. Yes, we want to give them a backpack with supplies, but we also want to make sure that the kids who need shoes have shoes, and the kids that need a snack have a snack. It's become so big and in some cases complicated, because how do we get those supplies to area schools? Well, a couple of ways. We have partnered for a long time now with Communities and Schools, and they are in some of the most financially challenged schools out there. And they have people, boots on the ground, they're called site coordinators, and they help get kids what they need. That's what they do. They make the way for them to succeed. And we're going to be part of that. And so is Office Depot. They signed on big this year to do a big push and make sure kids have what they need. So we have made it very simple to give. Couple of different ways. First of all, you asked what's new. Well, we're bumping the numbers. We have always tried to help 2,000 kids. We're trying to bump that number to closer to 3,000. So that's one change. Also, you can come into Area Office Depot. You can make a donation here. You can go online, but we also have a QR code online that you can scan, and it's a wish list of things that Communities and Schools needs to give to the kids, and that's a great way to give back as well. So we are here at Office Depot. You can see the table right behind me. It's very easy to find. You've got the Tools to Schools sign here in the sticker. You come and you can pick up these little donation packages, and they come in all different amounts. This one's a $5 one. I saw a $20 one as well. And these supplies, it shows you what your money will buy. And again, the supplies go to our area children. Want to bring in two guys very quickly, both with Office Depot. We have Randy and Joe. I keep calling you the other names. I apologize. Randy and Joe. You're competing a little bit. Randy, you're here at the Spokane store. You're in the Valley, but it's all for a good cause. And I know, Joe, you come from an education family. You know what it's like for these kids.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, things are very tight for a lot of families too. And what we're seeing is a lot of teachers are trying to step up and fill up that gap, which is very hard because, we all kind of know teachers are a little bit underpaid, unfortunately, sometimes in the world. That's the way it works. So it's really important for us to make sure we're trying to do our part to help. So, like I said, Randy and I both have set a very high goal, very high bar this year. We're really trying to help out where we can. So,
all right, they're wrapping me, but I do know Randy threw it down earlier. He said the Spokane store will be at the Valley. Valley is saying, well, we'll see about that. If you can give at either local store, we would love it, or hop online. Reporting in Spokane, Laura Papetti, KREM 2 News.